Champlain Waldorf School community.
Good afternoon, Miss John.
Thank you. So nice to see so many of you here. I was very, very fearful that it was going to rain this afternoon, but what a lovely day we have. The fourth grade is going to be presenting their play called the Kalevala. This is a story that we heard in school, and it took us 2 months to get all the way through it. So to jam it all into our 40-minute play, there's a lot. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a summary of the story before we begin. I have 2 different recordings happening right now, so there's no need for you to record, and I will share them with everyone so you can share them with grandparents and friends and family. So our story starts in the land of Kalevala, which you see right here. And this is a land that is very springy. It's a springtime land, and it's filled with plenty. And it was sang into creation by Wainamoinen, who is one of our characters. And this land is filled with many heroes. We have Joukahainen, who challenges Wainamoinen. We have Lemminkainen, who is a bit boastful and self-centered, who is also one of our heroes. We have Ilmarinen, who is a smith, another one of our heroes. Pohja is a dark and dreary land, which you'll see behind here, and these will tell you what place we're in when the sets change. And Pohja is ruled by an evil witch named Old Louhi. And Old Louhi has a daughter who is quite the trickster and fools all of these heroes into not marrying her. A major part of this story is the forging of the Sampo. And the Sampo is a mythical mill that grinds, or that produces corn, salt, and golden coins. And so Ilmarinen is the one who forges that for us, and there's a big fight and a battle over who gets to keep it. In the end, the sun and moon are stolen by Old Louhi and are rescued by our many heroes. And in the end, old Wainamoinen sails away into the sky. And so we'll take it from there.
I am driven by my longing and my understanding urges that I should commence my singing and begin my recitation. I will sing the people's legends and the ballads of the nation. To my mouth the words are flowing and the words are gently falling, quickly as my tongue can shape them and between my teeth emerging. Rise, O earth, from out thy slumber, feel of thee, Creator, rouse thee. Make the blade arise and flourish, let the stalks grow up and lengthen, that the ears may grow by thousands, yet 100-fold increasing, by my plowing and my sowing in return for all my labor. Wainamoinen sang the world into creation. Wainamoinen, old and steadfast, gathered wisdom all around him as a bee would gather honey. And he sang his songs of sweetness, sang his songs and proved his wisdom.
Scene 2, the challenge.
Then the racing wind it carried all its songs of his creation till they reached young Joukahainen.
Oh, wind, wind, why do you send these songs which blow through the branches of trees? Are Wainamoinen's songs the only ones you sing, or just the only ones you bring?
They are the greatest. They are the best. They are the finest. They brought the world into creation. They bring to nature great elation. The song's not yours, Joukahainen.
Blow yourself away, and to you I say, I will challenge Wainamoinen. Then you'll not blow his songs ever again. I go now to sing down the old one.
My son, you speak without thought.
These ideas will come to naught. I will set shoes of stone upon his feet. I will destroy him when we meet.
It is you who will not sing again. He is the world's old one, the great one.
Where is my sledge, my horse, my reins? I am youthful Joukahainen. If you are old Wainamoinen, you should move aside a little.
I have passed my life in quiet here among these very moorlands.
Let us give ourselves to singing, a contest now to find the greater.
Then tell me the utmost of your knowledge.
Well, so, in the roof we find the smoke hole, whence I know when comes the titmouse, that a titmouse is a birdie, and the snake the hissing viper. And I know that iron is hard. Painful, too, is boiling water.
Is there more that you can tell me, or is this the end of nonsense?
Then I stood with 6 great heroes, myself the 7th among them, and I reared the ark of heaven, helped the sun upon its pathway, and the stars in heaven I scattered.
I, indeed, a shameless liar, no one ever yet had seen you. Now my song will start to sink you down deep in the marshy meadow, till your armpits swim in quicksand.
O thou wisest Wainamoinen, O thou oldest of magicians, speak thy words of magic backwards, or release me from my prison. Break the spell that overwhelms me, you shall have my sister. I know! Golden fabric she shall weave you and bake you cakes of honey.
Finally, words that make me joyful, a promise of your lovely sister. Now I will reverse the magic. Magic the reversal, I now. Wherefore weep my daughter earn? I weep as one who has been sold to be betrothed to one so old. So old, so old, so old, an ancient one grown mold. Therefore do I weep forever. In the evening wept the maiden, through the darksome night lamented, on the rocks that fringe the margin, in the waves amid the waters, in a waves rock was standing, when at length she stood upon it, in the waves it sank beneath her, sinking to the very bottom. In the underworld Ito took her. I, Ito of the underworld, have come to take her. And at length one day it happened, very early in the morning, on his hook a fish was hanging, and a salmon trout was captured. Wainamoinen could not hold her. I am not a water salmon, but a young and lovely maiden, youthful Youkahainen's sister. Sister thou of Youkahainen, once again return, I pray thee.
Scene 3, the origin of iron.
In these very days of evil, in these days of deep depression, seek thou out thy daughter in Hoya. To the cold and dreary regions of the gloomy land of Hoya, I will take my straw-heaped stallion.
Watch now, I, for the old wise one, to finally have revenge on he who took my loving sister. This arrow will fly for her.
Wainamoinen plunged into the water, drifting like a fallen pine tree, picked up after 6 long days by an eagle with its wingtip. From the lake I hear a weeping, sounds of woe across the river.
O thou aged man unhappy, thou art in a foreign country. Why do you weep, O Wainamoinen?
I must weep throughout my lifetime in this unaccustomed country.
If I send you to your country, what are you prepared to give me? I wish not for gold or silver, but if you could forge a sampo, and weld as many colored cover, from the tips of swans' white-winged plumes, from the milk of barren heifer, from a single grain of barley, from a single fleece of ewe's wool, then my daughter I will give you.
No, I cannot forge a sampo, nor can weld this picture cover. Only bring me to my country, and I'll send you Ilmarinen.
This sounds like quite a fine bargain, as your steed may not be weary. Tummet not graze about you. Do not raise your head up higher till the evening shall have gathered.
Right? Lovely is the daughter of old Louhi, brightly shining on the rainbow. Put aside your wonders, weaver, come into my sailing sledge. If you truly be a hero, as a person I will esteem you. If a boat you now can carve me from the splinters of my spindle, and shall launch the boat in water, but no hand must even touch it. None in any land or country, under all the vault of heaven, like my self can build a vessel, or so deftly can construct it. Wait to seize the very moment when begins the painful torment. Watch and wait, Dark One. Easy. I know you will always help me.
Slip, slip, slip and dip, O axe of iron, above the knee the blade be buried, and to death ye will be married.
Oh, 'tis my flesh thou hast tis my flesh thou hast divided, and my veins.
Thus 'tis my flesh that thou hast wounded.
'Tis my flesh thou
Wounded, and my veins thou hast divided.
My veins thou hast divided. But I cannot think of any words of origin. Spells of origin are confusing. Old storytellers, can you help me?
We can tell iron's origin.
Old storytellers, can you please be brief?
Uncle rubbed his hands together, and 3 people were created. 3 wise daughters of creation. Black milk from the first was flowing, where the black milk had been dripping. There was found the softest iron, where the red milk had been trickling. There was found undeveloped iron. Then the iron sought a refuge from the hands of furious fire. In the swamps lay hid the iron. Then was born Smith Ilmarinen, born upon a hill of purple. And next day he built his smithy, and erected there his bellows, and his anvil there constructed. Then he hastened to the wolf tracks, and the bear tracks also followed, and the ore of iron he saw there. What would be the upshot of it, if I cast you in the fire, and laid you on the anvil? Fire his friends will never injure.
O thou smith, O Ilmarinen, take me quickly from this furnace. By all the oaths of almost solemn, I will not assault my brother, nor mother's child will I injure.
Even yet it does not please me. O thou be my nimble comrade, honey on thy wings convey me.
But the hornet bird of Hisi looked around him and he listened. Brought the hissing of the serpent, and of snakes the dusky venom, and of ants he brought the acid, and of toads the hidden poison. Then the smith Ilmarinen, he the greatest of the craftspeople, was confused and did imagine that the bee had turned already. Thereupon the steel he lifted, and the iron was seized with fury, and its solemn oath was broken, despite its own stipulations. Enters now in iron the evil, and in steel the troubling witchcraft.
Yes, this is the tale of origin. It is the tale that heals. Now my blood has ceased its flowing.
Scene 4, the Sampo.
Now, my hero, the Sampo. This Sampo, a mill of magic. 3 mills in one, a neat trick. From this Sampo, which never stops, corn, salt, and gold coins it drops. With you, my smith, my goblins will toil. Take feathers, milk, barley, and wool. Then with corn, salt, and coins, my chest will be full. Fourth meal, the new made Sampo. First for food, it grinds a chestful. Another grinds for barter, and a third grinds for storage. You are finished, you are through, but my daughter will not marry you.
Even if you like a dove, Bill and Coo, you are better than the last one. Still, both of you don't seem like much fun. When he says goodbye, I will at least pretend to cry, and there will be a third to try.
Scene 5, Lemminkainen.
brother and Kaliki. You are here strong with it. You need not leave to prove it. Let Kaliki dance when I go. Let her wander to and fro. I go now with songs to sing. Magic to Louhi's Poya I will bring. Take your time to hear it live. Let it lay, and if I should die in Poya, it will say. Dogs come out to bark and at the sight of Lemminkainen at the gate. To me, old Loki and his fate. A meeting of wizards all identical. Lemminkainen spies on quizzical.
You have disappeared, the wizard, but left the old herdsman who is without sight.
He is far beneath my notice, very easy for me to miss. It is to you that I have things to say. He was simply in my way. Kaliki is no longer my wife. With your daughter I wish to spend my life.
If it is my hand for which you ask, my mother must then set a task. The dogs wish you the best as you prepare for your test. And as they certainly do, I wish you luck too. Lemminkainen, hear me. To marry my daughter, you must bring me the chicken of Tonella.
Tonella is the land of the dead. Give me something else instead.
One shot, one arrow. The chicken
Target origin clear. One arrow, one shot. And to miss, I cannot.
This adder you'll never see, just like you would not notice me.
You never taught me to sing the origin charm against the serpent's sting.
Down to Tonella he goes.
Lemminkainen is dead.
Then did Lemminkainen's mother take a mighty rake of iron, and she rushed to Tony's river, and she raked, yet found she nothing. Then she went and sought him deeper, and she found his ribs in pieces, likewise many other fragments, and her son she pieced together.
Knitting, sewing, weaving, growing. A needle of light stitches just right, together back. Veins on their trunk, no lack. Now flow. Veins of iron's blood, gushing red blood. My son, to you life has returned. Speak, tell me what you heard. Take this lamb, it will free the words of your mouth. Speak to me. Speak this, honey, speak this, honey. Oh, mother, you never gave me a chant or a charm against the serpent. That herdsman, wretched servant, to sorely bite me sent. Water snakes are born in water, on the waves and on the river. And Orgus Falcon, his fiddle is such a venom that the water pinches on it. It is this that twists and turns into a snake with bites that burn.
Scene 6, Frost Lost.
Tira, my friend!
Lemminkainen, my brother!
Tira, my friend and brother!
Lemminkainen, my friend, brother, and hero.
Tira, my friend, brother, hero, helper, and fellow traveler. Let us travel together.
Anywhere you say, oh.
To Poya, for the sister of the daughter of old Louhi, and for... War!
And to sail with you, I could not ask for more. Into my boat, let us get afloat.
Again, Lemminkainen, will he ever learn his ashes
I'll send to his mother in an urn. I must call my dearest stepchild. He'll come no matter the cost. Come, my blue child, come, Frost.
Mother, Mama, Mommy, Mom, my heart is so cold for you. My fingers are shiny blue. What do you have for me to do?
Freeze the lake which Lemminkainen the fool is sailing to reach our shore. With Tira his tool, he shall engage us in a little war.
Mother, say no more, say no more. For you I'll always be nice and bring to him snow, wind, and ice.
Didn't we leave in the height of summer? Now we need a strong fire and warm cover. So that our cause would be lost, she sent her angel, that devil, Frost!
Do I hear a person whisper there? I love to hear your teeth chatter. What could be better? Chatter and chill, frozen I'll fill your veins with ice. Will that suffice? If not, let the wicked wind start blowing straight from my heart.
I think I will start to sing, into your origins bring, born among willows, rocked by the cold north wind.
No, don't sing that. Stop. No, stop.
Then you met one who did not fire. We had a beautiful meeting with fire, 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 growing brighter and higher. Back we go, turn around before he reaches your safe and sound.
Scene 7, stealing the Sampo.
O thou Smith, O Ilmarinen, unto quiet will sound, will seize the splendid Sampo, from within the hill of copper, and the nine-fold locks that hold it.
Wherefore weep, O wooden vessel, but with rowlocks why laments?
Known a vessel longs for water, and its tarry sides desire it. And I weep to speed through water and to float upon the billows.
Do not weep, O wooden vessel, soon shalt thou go forth to battle.
Look, on bank stems Lemminkainen.
Do not make this run without me, as I come then we will be free. Old though he weeble son, how could I miss the fun?
Welcome, young hero. Oh, what is the reason that we have stopped in our movement so suddenly?
Not on a rock the boat is resting, but on a pike's broad shoulders.
Let the eldest of the yeomen come and cleave the pike to pieces. I can make a harp of pike bones from the fragments of the jawbones, fit to give unending pleasure.
Nail clippers! And from hairs and he sees gelding, could the harp strings thus be fashioned?
Now the conceal is ready and the instrument completed.
Never have I heard such music in the course of all my lifetime, as is played by Wainamoinen, joyous and primeval minstrel.
Scene 8, overboard.
Visitors, 3 to see me. What news do you bring, my heroes? How can I help you?
We have come to take the Sampo. Surely now it must be shared.
I cannot spare it. I cannot share it. I am too old. I would be cold. You wouldn't want old Loki to end up cold and hungry. This would not be. You would not be cold or hungry. One half for you and one half for the whole world. You will not suffer. I say I would.
It cannot be divided, then we must take it whole.
Kill! Now, Ilmarinen, show us where the Sampo lies.
9 locks hold it.
You know me, Vitamin, and I shall eat all of you up. Then I shall pick my two scissor masks and go to sleep again.
I sealed Lohi made a promise, just to get her way, she told you. But to eat us would not suit you. It could even start to kill you. You could hide from dreaded Lohi. Just go under the deep sea.
But I hope you will not tell her.
Of that you can be sure, I promise you.
Then off I go, forever below. So let's start to make one thing.
Hold on, or we capsize! Oh no, we can't seal us going over the sides and see! Lohi comes as an eagle! Dark evil bird comes down!
We are close to our
But hail, Master Poya, that we may go ashore and divide sample fairly.
Never with you, Vinamonin, or you, Lemon-Kinded. I shall have your lying tongues for my dinner. There it breaks into small pieces. Under the sea it will sit, but the best is that you shall never have it.
Look here is Kalevala, splinters up and picks covered sample. From these seeds the plant is sprouting. I will take these sample fragments, that they here might grow and flourish. Grant, O Creator, that we may now live in comfort.
Scene 9, Robbery of the Sun and Moon.
Lohi, Thaia's old master, set to work the sun to capture. In her hands the moon sees likewise. Straight away to her home she brought them, to the gloomy land of Poya.
Nevermore again in freedom shall the moon arise shining, nor the sun be free for shining. If I do not come to release them, if I do not go to fetch them.
When the moon away was carried and the sun had been risen, deep in Poya's stone mountain, in the rocks as hard as iron, then she stole away the brightness, and from Vinola the fires, and she left the houses fireless. Therefore was night unending, and for long was utter darkness, night in Kalevala forever. Ukko then the gods the highest, in the air the great creator, now began to feel most strongly. In the air light struck Ukko, and the flame did Ukko kindle. High above aloft in heaven, told the mother of air to rocket, that a new moon might be fashioned, and a new sun be constructed. On the long cloud's edge she sat.
I don't care to rock this flame. I don't care, am I to blame. I rock into a trance. Of course, I'd much rather dance. I'd like to go have fun, but right now I'm having none. Bye-bye, baby fire spark. Out you go into the dark.
Line.
Smith and Brother.
Smith and brother Ilmarinen, let us go and gaze around us, and the cause persons discover where the strange flame may have fallen. Let us now go forth together, where the net is in the water. Sea gray pike hurry forth, and the salmon trout is swallowed. Is it wise with hands to seize it? Save with gloves made out of iron, save with mittens made of copper. But the fire flashed up most severely, singed the beard of Vinamonin, burned the smith much more severely, burnt up half the land of Poya. In the rotten stumps he found it, then he thrust these sparks of fire in a little piece of tinder. Fire he carried to the kettle. Now was fire within the dwellings, and the rooms again was shining. Still the sun was never shining, neither gleamed the golden moonlight.
With my gold I will make the sun. It will appear where now is none. Then I'll sing a silver tune and fashion a lovely glowing moon. With no true light in the lands, I will take things with my own hands. I know it is right, and they will give light. You'll see, I'll put them in a tree.
This smithing tune, it sounds like a moon. From this sight can come no light. I would like to be kind, but something's gone wrong with your mind.
Shine, shine, O creation mine. Light, not night. Light, not night. Find a moon and all all the rest. I am contrite. You are, I see, quite right.
Now what will you do, my friend? Keep the world from its dark end?
Now of Lohi I will get the better. For her neck I will forge a fetter. From a rock of the mountain will come a wail and a shout.
What is this, O smith, thou makest? What, O blacksmith, art thou forging?
'Tis an neck ring I am forging for the aged master of Poya, that she may be firmly fettered to the side of a great mountain.
It is true, and he is right. I fear chained, bound for many a year, if I will still be, if heroes still live. As long as heroes still live, as long as heroes still live, as long as heroes still live, as long as heroes still live. All right, back to the world, light I will give.
The world was saved, there was light from the sun, and the hero's work was done. So it is time for... You will look for me and miss me, so I sing a boat of copper to take you to loftier regions, to the land beneath the heavens.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to ask that the fourth graders fold their costumes really neatly, put them back in the 8th grade, perhaps move the sets inside as well, and I have a little summery treat for us if your parents say it is okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much.